Okay, Jeep Wrangler 2011, drivability issue. So when we are driving it, we get a hesitation like the truck is going to stall. And I watched a few videos, I did some Google research, and some people say that the crank positioning sensor, which looks like this, this is a brand new one from Mopar, about $72. On Amazon was the best price. So I Googled all the other places with tax and shipping, and Amazon was the best price, and it's a Mopar part. So this piece is located on the passenger side of the engine. Let's go take a look underneath and I'll show you where. All right, I don't know if this video is going to be very helpful, but I'm going to say that somebody's been in here before. Here's the old part, right? Let's put it up there. This is the new part. Let's open it up real quick. Come on. Why can't Mopar put it in a box like everybody else? Now, as you can see, Mopar has numbers and stuff on their parts, right? And this one, I don't see any numbers on it. 3-pin. 3-pin. Okay, so we got the correct part. I'm gonna say that this is an aftermarket part because I don't see any identifying marks for Mopar. Usually Mopar has some kind of numbers, factory numbers on it. Plus, where that clip goes right there, locks it in, there's supposed to be a red safety clip that holds the clip from coming out. Well, that wasn't in there. Okay, so we're gonna put this piece back in. So let's go underneath and I'll show you exactly on the automatic where it goes. All right, I got a flashlight. So if you look, let me see if I get the light. Okay, see that hole in the transmission right there? Right there, there's a hole. Let's see if I can get it zoomed in. Right there. 10mm bolt holds this in. So I'm guessing that they use either the flywheel or the torque converter to get their signal from. And that's where they get the signal from. Passenger side, top of the bell housing on the transmission. Automatic. All right, let's get this back in and see if it makes a difference. And let me get flashlight turned off, put you guys on pause, and then come back and install, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, we're back. Let's go back underneath and I'll show you install part. Okay, so right there you see the installed part underneath the Jeep, and I don't see a red safety clip that goes in there, so maybe I'm mistaken. I would have thought Dodge would have had, or Jeep would have had, a red safety clip so that couldn't come out. That's just my thought anyway. Well, okay, so the clip is on securely. The crank positioning sensor is in. And let's go take it for a ride and see if we have a better drivability. Okay, so turn the flashlight on. And 10mm bolt, and then you just snug it up. All right, let me get you guys out of here and put you on pause. All right, we're back in the Jeep. So let's do a first start. Okay, still starts up like it did before. Still no check engine light, even though there was one earlier. We got to reset the oil light because I just put a new oil change in. Okay. All right, so our issue was a shift from, like, sometimes a shift from 1 to 2 or 2 to 3, you would get a funky hesitation, almost like a stall. All right, seatbelts on, in drive. All right, let's go. Haven't used this Jeep in a couple of days because it's not mine. So let's see if that if that resolves the issue. Okay. Okay. First shift on a low RPM. Oh, and again, it's a low RPM type of issue. Not a high RPM, low RPM. So low RPM on a shift, and you would get like a stutter where it'd be like, hey, am I going in first? Am I going in second? Okay, so okay, so far I haven't felt the issue. Okay, drive around real quick. Now that was a Mopar part, a little more expensive than the standard part, but not my truck, so I'd rather use an OEM part. Okay. All right, so let's, oh, door's finally locked. I guess we hit a little bit of speed. So we're gonna go up to the highway, and we are gonna do 2.2 miles, and then we are going to call it a day. Okay, we're good on the left. We got a little guy coming on our right. All right, we are clear and we are up. Okay, so let's go. Low RPM, good. All right, here, you can watch the RPM. I'll just drive without hitting anybody. Smooth. Okay. So up, I'm at the speed limit. Let's hit the cruise control. All right, cruise is on. We're at the speed limit, 46 miles an hour. Good. All right. Truck shifted all gears without any kind of issue. For 176, this thing is smooth. Now I run a 17, and my suspension is the same shocks, Bilstein's, and everything else is stock except this has new springs in it and new sway bars. You know, sway bar end links and sway bar bushings, and this truck has 18s where mine has 17s, and this truck is a lot smoother driving than my truck. My 17 is a rougher ride. I'll hit a pothole in this truck and you don't feel anything. In my truck I feel some stuff. So alright, so we've dropped maybe a mile so far. I'm almost, I think, at a mile from the house. So haven't felt any hesitations, although I am in cruise control. But I would have felt it on a shift. So on the first 5 or 6 shifts I didn't feel anything, but the last time I was feeling it occasionally. So let's take the cruise control off. Alright, there's the highway. And we're doing 45, now we can go up to 55. And that was a little downshift, and no hesitation or anything. So could a crank positioning sensor that is not faulty enough to cause a check engine light, yet faulty enough to cause a hesitation and a almost like a miss, almost like you lose power then you go? So I'm gonna call this, I mean, I'm only 2 miles in, but I think I'm gonna call this a success. So hopefully, let's see what happens. So we got some traffic coming up, and this is my favorite traffic stop. Guy coming in on the side. I'm gonna stop up here. I got a little truck behind me. This guy can go around me since he's in the merge lane. All right, because now I can get a full stop. All right, we got a full stop. And we are going to go under a light RPM. Nothing over 2,000. Okay, almost 2,000. So this is a light RPM, and so far I haven't felt anything. I would have felt it, I think, in the 1 to 2 or the 2 to 3, but I haven't felt anything. Okay, I got no traffic behind me, so we're gonna do a full stop. We're gonna do a full stop. Okay, and then I'm gonna accelerate, but I'm trying to keep it light. Yeah, smooth. Okay. All right, I think I'm gonna call this a win. All right, so recap: automatic transmission, 2011 Jeep Wrangler, and we have a 3.8 liter. Now this guy's been driven, so he's not a trailer queen. 176,000 miles, and so far, I'm gonna say that Mr. Hesitation has gone away. So I'm gonna call this a win. All right, so as you've seen in the pictures, the part number, the 0529811 Adam David, I think it was, is Amazon, $71.99. Not that I'm going to give Jeff Bezos more money, but I do want to save money, so that was the best price that was found when purchasing this at this time of the video. All right, so as you can see, we are on low RPM, and I'm going to do, like, once I get around this little curve, I am going to just go downshift a little, not hard, not my truck, and let's see if we get any kind of stumble. No kind of stumble. And you know what? I feel like I don't have to push as hard. Yeah, I don't have to push as hard to get it to downshift. So I'm wondering if that was all related, because when I drove this the first 100 miles after the service, I felt like it was very doggish. So I'm going to give it the beans one time just to see what she does, and then that'll be it. Ready? Let's go. We're going to give it the beans. 1, 2. Okay. And that wasn't bad. Okay. Nice. All right, we're going to call this a success. So let me wrap this up and get back to my beautiful Southwest Florida weather, and see what we can do next in the shop. All right, thanks for tuning in, and have a good day. Appreciate it.